what's going on with y'all? It's your boy Neo XO bringing y'all the Black Clover episode 170 review. Before we get too deep into the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Building up the Black Clover community, helping out the algorithm, put us up in there. But anyways, this episode, like a farewell, you know, it's the last episode that we're gonna have a Black Clover for a while. People keep asking me, do I think it's gonna come back? Yes, I do think Black Clover is gonna come back. It has to, you know, it's just too popular. So we're gonna have a little bit of a hiatus. Hopefully it's not as long as Bleach's, but you know, sometimes it's just needed. This episode starts straight away with the opening. I thought that was a good touch, you know, since this is the last episode that we're gonna have for a while, so it makes sense. Sorry if I sound a little off. I've been sick lately, so this is the last episode of Black Clover, so you know I had to come in and make a video on this regardless of if I was sick or not. But we see Liebe's backstory in this episode. We see the underworld. I like how they did the underworld in this episode, straight from the manga pretty much. And for the anime onlys, Liebe pretty much was born without mana, and in the underworld the devils are relentless, so they basically was torturing him because he didn't have mana, and the strong devils would torture the weaker devils, and the weaker devils would torture the even weaker devils. And since Liebe didn't even have any magic, he basically was the bottom of the totem pole. So one day he made one of the devils mad, and the devil threw him kind of like at the gate, and that's how he ended up in the human world. Once he ended up in the human world, the humans didn't like him because the dude, the devil, you know, humans, especially in the Clover Kingdom, depending on the time period, they prejudice. They not messing with no Akuma, you know what I'm saying? So he ends up finding Lichita, and she takes him in. The thing about her is, it's kind of like fate. I see a lot of theories about Black Clover where it has to do with like fate and destiny. And the thing is, like, she has, her body absorbs life and mana, but considering Liebe doesn't have any mana, they kind of fit together. So she ends up adopting him, and pretty cute moments. She's actually a really good mother to Liebe, if you ask me. And now another thing dealing with the fate is she coincidentally found a 5-leaf grimoire, and you know in the Clover Kingdom it's like a legend. A devil resides within the 5th leaf, but like it's just a legend, you know what I mean? So she actually found a 5-leaf, and coincidentally she runs into Liebe, so that ends out working out in the end. Lichita and Liebe basically doing motherly and child things, you know, and they having a good time. Then one day out of nowhere, Lucifero, one of the high-ranking devils, he's not the only high-ranking devil, he's one of them, you know, and in the manga we've seen a couple of them at this point, but he's one of the highest ranking devils. And that man come out of nowhere, taking over Liebe's body, and Lichita like, nah, I'm not messing with that. She grab on and she like get out of Liebe's body, and you can see the look on her face. She like, I'm not having it. And we get the flashback of her actually dropping Asta off at the church. In the manga, it wasn't this clear. I'm telling y'all, it wasn't this clear in the manga. But in the episode, it was clearly Asta, you know, he had the same color hair. And basically, it was clearly Asta. She dropped Asta off at the church. And that means that Liebe and Asta are stepbrothers, or however you want to call it, adopted brothers. They're brothers, you know what I'm saying? They was brothers regardless, because, you know, you don't have to be related by blood for somebody to be your brother. But anyways, after we get Liebe's backstory, we cut back to the chase, and they having a little battle between Liebe and Asta. Asta not about to lose. I'm sorry to tell y'all, Asta not about to lose. That man still got to become the Wizard King. And Liebe, what Liebe been doing this whole time? Chilling up in the grimoire. He not ready. Asta been training in the field, you know what I'm saying? Asta been putting in that work, and Liebe just been chilling in the grimoire. It don't matter. And Liebe was like, you don't even have any anti-magic. You can't even beat me. And Asta was like, yeah, I don't have any magic. I don't have any anti-magic. But I have my muscles, and I have my hard work that I put in. And it showed in this episode. And Asta overcame Liebe in the end. But I cut to the chase. I mean, straight up, Asta beat Liebe. Let's just cut to the chase. But now, speaking more specifically on the fight, the animation was cold, bro. The animation was real good in this fight. You know, it's the last episode. They were probably like This is the last episode. Let's put in some extra work in the animation. The choreography was great. The choreography kind of came straight from the manga, but they added like just the motion of the flow, and like it just looked good. I mean, I don't know how else to even put that. It just looks really good the way that they animated it and brought it to life, basically, in a sense. And we get to see Asta, you know, quite literally everything we've seen up to this point, or as far as the swordsmen are concerned, like, because Liebe is using his anti-magic with the swords, but he doesn't have any sword training, so he's just basically going on a rampage, low-key. And Asta's like, all right, let me show you what skill is. Asta has the skill, Liebe has the power, and in the end, the skill overcame the power because Asta grabbed Yami's katana and just went to work with that, using Yami's techniques even, you know, defeated Liebe. And what he wanted to do was, basically make a contract with Liebe, and Nacht has like his devils obediently obeying him. So we had to see what Asta was gonna do. He was like, all right, let's have an equal contract, let's be friends. Typical thing of Asta. Was it the smartest thing to do? I don't know, but it was in line with Asta's character, and it could definitely work out. It's unprecedented, and we're just gonna have to see how that plays out. You know, this is the first of a kind. We gotta see how it plays out. We don't really know. So that makes Asta and Liebe friends now. They have the contract with each other. It's a done deal. It's sealed, and it's ready to go. They still gonna have to do some more training now that they got the contract underway. They could do a new mode together. I ain't gonna say it in this review, but they could do a new mode together since they got the contract and stuff like that. And Lacita basically, I didn't say this yet, but like Lacita basically put Liebe in the grimoire. In case anybody missed it. I don't think anybody missed it, but I just wanted to say it just in case. So like Nacht was proud of Asta at the end of the day. He was like, okay, that might have been dumb, but at the end of the day, that was the right thing to do. You know, Nacht likes Asta because Asta usually does the right thing. Nacht likes people who does the right thing from the start, and that's somebody who Asta is. Then at the end of the episode, we see all the other characters. Most of the other characters, we see the Heart Kingdom squad. You know, the Clover Kingdom citizens the Clover Kingdom Magic Knights who enter the Heart Kingdom and did the training. We see them in Elysia, about to go undergo some training in Elysia, go where to end off. You know, they're about to step into the new. It's kind of like they're stepping into the future. You know, that's why I like the name of this episode, the Faraway Future. And we see the Wizard King. We see a lot of the Magic Knights getting ready, training. We see Yuno training. Langers come and help him out with his training. We see Sister Lily at the end of the episode. We see all these characters at the end of the episode, you know, and they're just awaiting what's gonna come in the future. We even see Magna and Zora, so that's pretty cool to see too. And at the very end, we see Asta holding up Captain Yami's katana, and he has this big smile on his face, and he's just ready to go. And I really appreciate that, and I really like that. Very good way to end off the episode, and I'm looking forward to the future. It should be very good. So I mean, it's really cool. I think Black Clover had a good run. I might make a whole video about what I think about the whole run of Black Clover. 170 episodes. It's been one wild ride, you know, ups and downs. Good animation, bad animation, good episodes, bad episodes, you know. It's been a ride, you know, and I really like that. I might make a whole video on that when I'm feeling a little better. Sorry if this video wasn't as cohesive as they usually are. It's just kind of like, sometimes I'll talk and it'd be like kind of hard to talk. I don't know. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. As always, it's been your boy NeoXO, and I'm out.